What's going on, guys? This is Empty Box. Today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently because we're going to be playing Game Stock Car 2012, a sim which I rarely show on this YouTube channel for a reason. But it's not because it's not good, because this sim is absolutely fantastic. We're going to be doing a 20-lap race against the AI at Salvador in the Formula 3s. We're going to be starting from 15th position, 115% AI strength, so they should be pretty darn fast, but we're always going to be looking to move forward and survive the dumbest grid in the history of mankind. Seriously, there's a chicane right middle of the racetrack, right middle of the grid. Who thought that one up? Huh? Reminds me of that video on YouTube about the guy who designed that corner should be shot or taken into the back room and beaten. Can't remember which one it is. It was a World Touring Car race from Oschersleben. Okay, you guys probably have seen the video. You can't miss it. Anyways, Game Stock Car 2012, in my opinion, one of the best sims out there currently, especially for offline play. If for whatever reason I have to play offline or I'm feeling like getting some street racing in, like I was today, this is the one I fire up because it is a blast. Just muscle our way through there. It might not have all the cool licensed cars and all that stuff, but the cars are raceable, the cars work, and they're awesome. Okay, they're awesome, and that's the important part. I think we just scraped that wall there ever so gently. I was really just feeling like doing some street racing after watching the IndyCar races from Toronto. And holy crap, can you please stop in the middle of the circuit again, please? Anyways, because I like street racing. You know, it's fun, it's exciting, it's challenging, it's unique. That's what makes it fun. It's not just road course racing, you know. Yeah, sure, you usually don't have elevation changes to deal with, but you always got that concrete wall right there waiting for you if you make one mistake. Especially in a corner like that where you basically drive right into the wall. Seriously, if you don't have Game Stock Car, you need it, okay? Shame on you if you don't. Looks like we're gaining a lot of time through that chicane there. Obviously, though, there's really nothing you can do with it. Keep confusing that chicane because one of the other street circuits is another really tight left-hand chicane or hairpin. It's like 11:31 I'm recording this, but it has a really tight hairpin like that, but it's even tighter, so you really have to make sure that you get the car slowed down. It's just kind of confusing me. So I think that's actually probably my favorite circuit in the game. Gotta be real careful there. And there. You gotta be careful everywhere. Okay? That's a fun corner. I gotta say, I just love street racing. Unfortunately, there's really no other sims out there that do it even moderately well, but between Salvador, Ribeiro Preto, I believe it's called, you know, here in Game Stock Car, you have two tracks that are just awesome, and I think there's another one, but I can't quite remember the name of it. Can't decide which one's my favorite, but either way, one of those two are my favorite track in this game. It's very fun circuits to drive. That said, I definitely wouldn't mind some of the IndyCar tracks in this quality. Or, you know, even the Formula One tracks, because I know someone's going to flip out because I said that, but quite frankly, I think the street circuits for the slower class cars are more interesting, more exciting. For example, Macau. Yes, it's a terrible, terrible circuit for racing, but the place is still really cool. You know, as opposed to something like Singapore for F1, it's like, yeah, who cares? Not Singapore. I don't think it's Singapore. I can't remember. It's the one that they race at night. Yeah, there we go. Because apparently they care about what time you guys over in Europe get to watch the race, as opposed to us guys living in the United States, where, or I should say the Western Hemisphere, to be more correct, have to wake up at frickin' 6:30 in the morning here to watch a race. It's like, yeah, sorry, Bernie, but you can shove it up your bum hole. Being entirely honest when I say that, by the way. I mean, seriously. And you wonder why Formula One's not popular in the United States, don't you? Even that said, I still do wake up from time to time to watch them. Just don't tell Bernie that. This car's getting a little bit away from us here. And catch him back up. Well, that said, it looks like he ran a little bit wide there. Something about fast corners into a hairpin. Quite frankly, that chicane scares the crap out of me. It is so easy to end up in a wall there. But that's what makes it fun. If it was easy, it'd be no fun. Just trying to get off the brakes a little bit earlier there. Got off of them too early. If you want to know how to go faster, it really isn't about where you brake, because it's not difficult to brake at the same point as someone else. It's how you come off of the brakes. A lot of slower guys tend to actually brake too much, even though they brake at the same spot on the track. But they just stay on the brakes longer than the guy who's going very fast. Especially in a downforce car like this, you know, the faster you go, the more downforce you have, the more grip you have, which means you can go through the corner faster, and it just continues to compound and compound and compound until you get to the point where it literally becomes impossible to go any faster. Which really means that driving cars like this are much more about Okay, they really need to stop stopping in the middle of that corner there. Really more about programming your brain to the speed that they go. At least certainly in the real world. Obviously in a sim, you know, we have no fear of death or anything like that, so full on 100% balls to the walls. How fast can you go? Right from the word go, right? This guy's in 10th place too. I'd like to get a top 10. Pretty sure that left front tire was either locked up or very, very, very close to locking up. Feel a gentle tug on my steering wheel there. What now? Deal with it. Yeah. And that, my friends, is how you successfully dive bomb. Yeah, let's see if we can get these next two cars here. This car is just so nice to drive. Just so very easy to tell what the car is doing. Even when you get past the point of, you know, optimal grip and you get into the area where you're just sliding, going sideways, it's not entirely terrifying. It's very snappy, but it can be saved. Well, you made a mistake there. You're mine. You guys are wondering how in the world I got so decent at passing people not racing any car, or at least it seems like it. Seeing how every race I managed to get by people somehow. Stuff like this. Really is all one and the same. Although you have to remember, obviously, when you're racing online, people are a lot better, you know, especially at blocking and defending their position, which really changes the entire dynamic. But, you know, starting racing against AI is a good place to learn. Oh yeah, everyone bites the dust. Maybe I spoke too soon? Nope. And of course I managed to completely fail at that chicane. Take a wider line through there. Turn it in too early. That corner is a blast. a little bit of banking there. That wall sneaks up on you on corner exit. I don't know how you can't like it. Oh, this chicane, if it would just kindly get off the track. I'm out way too wide. It turned in quite hard enough there. Okay, just about everything that could go wrong did go wrong there, except for the fact that we didn't hit the wall. We locked up a tire, downshifted one too many gears. Got the car sideways. Yeah, I think that's pretty slow right there, pretty mixed up. I like those Goodyear signs there on the inside of that corner. Gives you a great sense of speed. Yeah, we're running 8th place right now. Looks like we got several more cars. Obviously only have so many laps though. See how many more we need to pass. Let's see if we can get top 5. I might be overly optimistic, but hey. Got a dream, right? What the heck just happened? Bye.